Hello, welcome back to Liz's Reading Corner, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Liz and I like books, and this is my 10 before the end video. I did one last year and I actually need to do, I just realized it has been a whole year that I've been on BookTube, and so I really need to do like a 1 year anniversary video as well. But we're doing this one first. So like I said, last year I did one of these videos. I'm probably going to keep doing them. I really like the challenge. It's one of the few like TBR sort of videos that I will probably do throughout the year, and basically it is just the 10 books that I would like to get finished before the end of this year. This year was actually really quite tough because I have so many books that I want to read, and I have like a whole shelf of books related to Bookmas that I'm going to be doing, but none of these books on this list have anything to do with Bookmas, as easy as that would have been. These are the 10 books that I'd like to get finished before the end of the year. I have 2 ebooks and 8 physical books. I am kind of on like a physical book kick right now. I don't know why, I just need a book in my hand. And now that I have finished, or basically finished uni for the year, I have plenty of time to read. So here we go. So I'll do ebooks first. I was going to show you them on my tablet, but it is a bit too glary, so I'm just going to put the titles or the covers up here. The first book is Empire of Ivory by Naomi Novik. This is the 4th book in the Temeraire series. I love Temeraire, like it is one of my favorite things in the world right now, and the only reason I haven't blasted through the entire series is because I really don't want it to end. I love Temeraire so much. Temeraire is a dragon who was bound for I can't even remember which country now, but I believe it was from China to France, and it was intercepted by Captain Lawrence, and I've forgotten his first name because I only ever refer to him as Captain Lawrence or Laurie. And basically once a dragon's egg hatches, that dragon is imprinted on to that person. Yeah, so basically once the dragon's egg hatches, they will find the right person. Like they'll look around and they'll choose a person based on like whether they feel right or not. And so Temeraire imprinted himself on Captain Lawrence. He was originally a ship's captain and he had to leave to become a dragon rider, and there has been a lot of wild adventures since. Honestly, I wish I had a dragon like Temeraire. Oh, my life would be fulfilled. Books and dragons, oh, and obviously my husband and my son in my life. That goes without saying. The second book is The Haunting of Chateau de Mornay by Blake Edward Andrew. Honestly, I don't know a whole lot about this. I found it on Bookstagram. Man, I had a mental blank. So I found it on Bookstagram. The author is an indie author, I believe, or an indie author himself. He self-published it, and there was a lot of hype when it was first published. I bought the book and forgot to read it, and I have been meaning to read it all year. So it was published this year. I'll do a reading vlog on it. Probably gonna do a reading vlog reading all of these books, but I'll tell you what it's about when I get to it. So that then brings us to all of my physical books. I don't know where to start. Start with the smallest. This is a book that I only just flipped through. I thrifted it a while ago, and people that know me are not going to be surprised in the slightest. It is a World of Warcraft book. I just found out that it's actually a graphic novel, so that's going to make it a really quick read. It is the Sunwell trilogy. I don't know which book this is, book 1, and it is the Dragon Hunt. So I play World of Warcraft with my husband. We're kind of on a break right now playing Minecraft, modded Minecraft, but I love World of Warcraft. I've been playing WoW for, God, how many years have I been playing? 12 years? About 12 years. Yeah, because I've been playing Minecraft for 13 years. My husband, then boyfriend, bought me Minecraft, and I'd had a friend that had been trying months. He'd been trying for months to get me into Minecraft, and I was like, no, that game looks really crappy. I'm not playing that. And because at the time I was a console gamer, so I exclusively played PlayStation games. I didn't like Xbox. I didn't like PC. Oh, I played The Sims. I was one of those people. I was a Sims person. And then my husband bought me, or his boyfriend at the time, bought me Minecraft, and I fell in love with Minecraft. And then he was like, oh, you should come play WoW. It's like really good. And 12 years later, we're still playing WoW. And I'm reading all the books. I'm pretty sure I have a lot of books on Kindle. I might actually try and get through them next year as well. But yeah, so anyway, tangent that you didn't need to know. Warcraft. What book is this? Dragon Hunt. That's book number 3. Next is The Boy on the Bridge by Emma Carey. This is the sequel to The Girl with All the Gifts. I have actually started this. How far through am I? I'm like 61 pages through, so I know a fifth of the way through basically. I have been meaning to get this book finished, and I had actually forgotten about it until I cleaned up my room and I found it. So this is a book that I would like to get finished. This basically is like a post-apocalyptic story about zombies, and how some of the zombies are actually keeping their humanity. So it is actually really quite interesting. The Girl with All the Gifts was actually really good, and so I would like to get this one finished, and that finishes the series for me. The next two kind of go hand in hand, and they are The Last Graduate and The Golden Enclaves by Naomi Novik. So I read A Deadly Education not that long ago, and quite enjoyed it actually. A lot more than I thought I would, considering it's got like enemies to lovers and just a bunch of tropes that I wouldn't normally enjoy. And romance that's not normally something that I like. So anyway, these are borrowed books from a friend. She was the one that actually got me into the Temerarious series, and I would like to get these finished before the end of the year so that I can give them back to her and tell her exactly what I thought. Hopefully this continues on with a similar vein and I enjoy these too, but I guess we'll find out very soon. House of Sky and Breath by Sarah J. Maas. I've read, I can't remember what the first one is called. House of Earth and Fire? House of Earth and Blood. House of Earth and Blood. I read the first one, and again, surprisingly quite enjoyed it. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have the same issue with this one that I had with the first one, and that is that it is about 2/3 too long. I gave actually the first one to a friend to read because she's really curious as to whether she's going to enjoy it or not. So once I'm finished with this one, I'll give her this one as well so that she can lend it and read it and let me know what she thinks. But yeah, I'd like to get this done. There's I think 2 more books. Two more, 1 more. I can't remember. There's more books in the series. So how I feel about this one will very much depend as to whether I continue the series and buy the rest, or I don't know if I'll buy the rest or if I'll borrow them, because I don't think I will actually reread these at all. But again, we'll see. I would also like to get The Ruin by Devlin McTiernan read. I read earlier this year What Happened to Nina and absolutely loved it. I'm hoping that this one is going to be just as good, because if this is just as good, then that means that I found a new favorite author, and I'm probably going to have to read everything and own everything that she wrote or has written, will write in the future, because What Happened to Nina was phenomenal. I'm assuming it's going to be the same with this one. By the looks of it, it's going to be the same. What Happened to Nina was a murder mystery, and it seems that Devlin McTiernan writes a really, really good murder mystery. So fingers crossed that this one's just as good. And then we come to the library books. So these are definitely going to have to be read before the end of the year, because these are going to have to go back before the end of the year. Welcome to Hyunamdong Bookshop by Hwang Bo Room. This has been doing the rounds all year. I have absolutely fallen in love with like cozy fiction, although I just heard, I don't know if this one would count, I'm sure it would, but I just found out that it's actually called healing fiction, and I absolutely resonate with that. Whatever this genre is that this book belongs to. I am absolutely in love with it, and I am going to be reading a lot more of whatever this genre is next year, because next year I have goals. And that brings us to the last book on my 10 before the end, unless I've miscounted, and that is How to Become the Dark Lord and Die Trying by Django Wexler. I have heard so much about this. I have been waiting months. I was actually at the point of buying it. That's how long I've been waiting for my library to get copies. I don't know why it took so long. I assume that there wasn't really a huge line, but then when I finally actually got a copy, there was like 12 people waiting. So I really need to get my butt into gear and actually finish reading this, or start and finish reading this. So I'm so excited. I've heard so many good things, and when I read the synopsis for this is everything that I would just basically, from the back, it seems the main character is trying to get away from the Dark Lord, the all-powerful Dark Lord, and she is just stuck in this loop of constantly trying to get away from this Dark Lord and constantly dying. And so I believe she tries something different, but and to try and escape. And so that sounds very much like something that I would read. And so here we are. I finally have a copy of it. I'm so excited. I'm going to be reading this very, 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 very shortly. I have a couple of books I need to read first. But oh, I'm so excited to finally get my hands on this and to finally read it. That is my somewhat rambly, apologies for the rambling and the sidetrack that happened a few times. 10 before the end. So those are the 10 books that I would like to read before the end of this year. Have you read any of these books? If you have, I, as always, would love to hear your opinion. If you have any books that you think I would enjoy, please let me know in the comments down below. If you have any reading challenges or any reading videos that you think that I should do, leave them in the comments down below. I love to hear all of your suggestions. I do have another tag video I need to do, actually, just to put that out there. The kindness tag. I was tagged by Sarah. I haven't forgotten. I will get to it. Apologies for taking so long, because she tagged me in like January and I'm only just getting around to it now, and it is the end of November, so GG. Anyway, thank you for sticking with me and my rambling. I will see you in whatever video comes next. Bye.